Hello everyone and welcome back to the Common Sense Crypto channel. As with you always, this is Rich doing another video today on XRP. So I hope you're all having a wonderful day today wherever you are in this great world. We're going to talk about XRP. And once again, this is the 1-day chart. We're sitting here just above 49.5 cents. No real price movement happening right now. And you know, so many people have asked me lately, how could you hold a cryptocurrency like XRP for such a long period of time, watching it go sideways, watching it dip down, while all these other cryptocurrencies are popping off here and there? And I always tell them the same thing, because once XRP goes, it's going to be absolutely spectacular. It's going to be epic. And I want to be holding when that moment comes. And everybody knows it's coming. This year alone, we got multiple catalysts that can happen. Ripple versus SEC coming to an end. Ripple's new stablecoin getting launched. On top of that, alt season's going to begin. It's going to be crazy times going forward, but it's going to be exciting times. And that's what I'm waiting for. This comes from Smoke. Apple's payment request API uses Ripple's Interledger protocol integration for payments. Apple is one of the first tech giants to adopt Ripple technology. Just in, Apple unveils tap to pay between iPhones. And I think it's also tied in with Google Pay as well. But there's most likely other places where we utilize payments, and it utilizes RippleNet technology running in the background. Most likely we're using it and not even knowing it already. And if it's not through Ripple directly, it's through a partner of Ripple. That's why I said there's so many payment rails set up around the world that we don't even know about yet. XRP to be covered under MiCA, but there's a catch. And you know, when it comes to MiCA, I think Smoke got this right on. Because if you look at this right here, you see the MiCA crypto regulation framework directly covers utility tokens. RippleNet suite of products, XCurrent, XRapid, XVIA, yes, hybrid. And then you see utility tokens covered under MiCA. But some people are questioning this now, making you doubt the fact that XRP is going to be covered under MiCA. But then Wrath of Common goes on to say this. The European Corporate Governance Institute notes XRP was not found a security by the court in this recent paper. Corporate governance meets data and technology. So if they're already looking at XRP as not being a security, that means most likely it will be covered under MiCA. And I think it's already covered under MiCA, honestly. But you know, people want you to doubt any sort of announcement now as well. What they're doing is they take an announcement that's from today, and then they go back and find some article that was written back in like 2020 that talks about JP Morgan, and then they go and pull a piece of it, and they say that this was just announced today. No, it wasn't. It was announced back in 2020. We have come a long way since then. Don't fall for the FUD is what I'm telling you. There's so much fear, uncertainty, and doubt out there now all over X. And we got the crypto police as well, trying to debunk everything around XRP all of a sudden. XRP is a utility cryptocurrency. It's used to move the world's money. It actually has a use case. And if it comes down to regulations, XRP already passed US crypto regulations going forward. That's why that Ripple SEC case was so important. We got clarity for XRP. This comes from Pharaoh X, and I thought this was great, and I wanted to share it with all of you. You're frustrated because it's taking too long. But who told you how long it's supposed to take? That's just how the story is written. Enjoy every part of the journey. It was designed to be this way. Learn from it. Flow with it. You know, everybody keeps acting like retail's going to change the price of these cryptocurrencies. Like, for some reason, it should have happened already. But, you know, when you're talking about a new financial system, we don't know how long that takes to come together. We see the pieces of the puzzle being put in, but the puzzle is not complete yet. Not until everyone has a level playing field. Ongoing digital transformation continues. It's interesting how this is rewriting history, yet got no mainstream media attention. One of the biggest developments of our lifetime, and most have no idea. Artificial intelligence and digital transformation is in full swing. This comes from Cyprus. And it's true. You would think that this would be all over the mainstream media news. Like they would be talking about how we're pushing into the digital age. But no, most people are left in the dark. You talk to people outside of crypto about certain aspects of what's coming, like possibly a digital dollar and CBDC. They have no clue. They're like all focused on the same thing, what's going on around the 2024 elections. And if you're going to drop a new financial system, this is the year to do it. Think about it. Everybody's so distracted. All of a sudden, we push into the new financial system. Most people would not even realize it happened. And I think it's happening already in the background, as most banks are already pushing into digital now. And you see it around the world as well. It's not just happening in the US. I keep seeing Fidelity talking about digital wallets. Fidelity talking about digital payments are coming. So if these banks are already pushing in that direction, we're closer than we think. The Young Pretender says, there are zero reports in the Western mainstream media of Saudi joining other BRICS nations in Mbridge. Despite a press release by the BIS, it is definitely a conspiracy of silence by the West. And this is the paper they're talking about right here. Now, we know about Mbridge because we're crypto investors. And honestly, I think Mbridge is going to be absolutely massive. Think about how this could shape an entire country. All of a sudden, a country could tokenize anything that they have of value and tie it in with their economy. When it comes to Saudi Arabia, think about digital gold. Think about tokenized gold. But it is true. The mainstream media doesn't want you to know this is happening. This comes from Mr. Man. When Mbridge goes live before the end of the first half of this year, the participants to begin utilizing it are China, UAE, and Thailand, and all settle in T+0, real-time payments. And that's what's coming. Mbridge, International Trade Settlement. Now, when you look at this, it looks it's ironic that they have the X pattern. So you see People's Republic of China, Hong Kong, SAR, China. Then you see the banks, and then you see the Mbridge, cross-border transactions. I wonder if what we're going to have in the middle of this X is XRP, because I think that is what's going to happen. And you know, the Mbridge brings together QNT, it brings together XDC, it brings in XRP. I think XLM will be tied in here as well. We will see that happen over time. Quant Network CEO and CPO in a marketing bid a few months ago featuring the Mbridge, the mega CBDC project that went live with the BIS, central banks of China, Thailand, Hong Kong, Emirates, plus 26 more on the watch list. Take a listen to Gilbert Verdian, what he says here about Quant.
Touch it all the time. At Quant, we've been at the forefront of blockchain technology, first starting out by establishing standards for the industry to build the technology. We've created a central bank digital currency platform where all central banks can actually test practically the theoretical concepts of a CBDC and what it means for them. But more importantly, the banks can start integrating central bank technology into their payment systems. One of the projects we've been working on has been with the Bank of England and the BIS on Project Rosalind. We provided the whole platform and the technology by having interoperable CBDCs within the central bank itself, and that was used by industry to test people like Barclays, people like Amazon, people like MasterCard, to test all of their CBDC applications and use cases on top of our platform in a real world setting.
The reason that Quant is already tied in here is because Quant is the glue that's going to hold the entire new financial system together. And take notice, he mentioned Barclays, he mentioned Amazon, and the list goes on and on. But this brings everything together. And you know, people sit there and argue about how this crypto isn't going to be included or that crypto isn't going to be included. Listen, these ISO cryptocurrencies are all going to be tied together and all tied to QNT, to Quant. Quant is going to be at the center, bridging everything together, working like it's supposed to. It's the operating system for blockchain. And we're going to see this happen over time. And as it continues to happen and come together, we'll have a better idea on how big this actually is. This comes from Fred Krueger. I thought this was great as well. I once met a guy who really had made it on Wall Street. The guy had a multi-hundred million net worth, flew around the world on his G5. We had lunch at the Harvard Club in New York around 2000. He said, "Fred, do you know how I got so rich? It was really just one trade. When these semiconductors came out, I figured they would be a big deal. So I went in big. The company was Intel." And that's where we are with crypto right now. If you go big on these ISO cryptocurrencies, you're going to be the next person flying around the world in a G5. Most of us are not looking to buy a jet either. But what we are looking for is to quit our day job and have the time to do all the things we want to do. And that's what crypto is going to give to us, just by being patient along the way. Don't get shaken out. Don't sell too soon. But we're early to crypto. We beat the institutions here, and we are going to reap the rewards from that. We are going to make a hell of a lot of money, and you can now see it coming. Everything is pushing ahead, and people are always worried about the price today. I'm more focused on where we're going to be a couple months from now with alt season. Beyond that, I'm going to be focusing on where we're going to be a year from now with utility driving the price of these cryptocurrencies. What I'm telling you is, it's exciting times ahead. And if you want to experience that, all you got to do is stay invested and do nothing else. Just wait for it to happen. But until it does happen, stay patient, stay positive, and let's get rich together. With that said, I'm going to wrap up this video. I want to thank you all for watching. I appreciate all of you. I'll see you in the next one. Have a great night.